Look, I'm not really good at talking with people, and I don't expect you to open up to me, but I guess there is something on your mind. Look, Hunk, I never told you this, but of all the paladins, you're the one I'm most impressed by. It's no secret that you've always been the most scared, but you've never backed down. Never. And to be brave is to go on in spite of fear, and that's who you are, Hunk. I know you're scared, but your family, they need you to be strong right now.
I respect that you'll do anything you can to protect Earth, but trust us. We've been through more than you could ever imagine. We have fought the Galra on the fringes of the universe and in their very home. I know there's a way to defeat Sendak. As Paladins of Voltron, you can connect with your lions. They will come. You've been training for this since the very beginning. Each of you has forged a bond with your lion. Tap into it. They'll come, and when they do, you will strike and destroy all 6 cannons simultaneously before they can be launched. And when the job's done, you can form Voltron and finish off Sendak and the rest of his forces.
Wait, did you say free? But Blowfar hates Gorblontian checkers.
Don't worry, guys. We'll run into something eventually that'll turn this trip around. If my experience in space has taught me anything, it's that something always comes along to try to kill us. Don't worry, Hunk. Something else will be along to kill us any minute now. Any minute. You know, a map would have been just fine. You didn't need to come along on this mission. I just don't like to see you put yourself in danger. It actually locks onto their suit's sonar imaging and renders a 3D map within a 20-foot perimeter. It's cool Paladin stuff.
Look, guys, I understand what's happening here. You're all brave heroes who don't know how to react to being scared, and it's causing you to attack one another. That, or you're all going space mad. Hopefully you're just scared. I'm scared all the time. I can talk you through it. I can't believe we finally get back to Earth and it's taken over by Galra. And I know it's stupid, but I used to daydream about coming home to a peaceful Earth. And that would have been great. But I realized that nothing would have been greater than seeing my family. But I can't. And all I keep thinking about is that I wasn't there for them. I don't even know if they're okay. I'm going to get my family.
I've tried contacting the Voltron Coalition, but I can't get through to anyone. It doesn't make any sense. There might be some distortion I'm just not picking up on. Maybe we need to get into the upper atmosphere for a better signal? That explains the discrepancies in the star charts in our lines. I thought they were off because of our interdimensional jumping, which I guess they were in a way. Because when you think about it, that must have been the cause of the time slippage between our experience and that of the rest of the universe. We're mimicking the way the Castle of Lions interacted with King Alfor's memories. Test it out. Ask him a question.
The battle with Lotor severely depleted them. If we had the Castle of Lions, we could recharge them, but... Well, then let's find out what we can do. You said you've integrated Altean tech with Earth weaponry? I'll settle this argument right now. We're not giving up the Lions under any circumstances. There is no negotiating with Sendak. That information you downloaded from the Castle of Lions contained Sendak's memories. Sendak's memories were hard to hear, but it did remind me of something my father once said. He told me that there are those with the power to destroy, and those with the power to create.
Quite the sticky wicket I find myself in. Absolutely true tales of an incredibly humble hero. Chapter 43, A Hero's Escape. I find myself in the cargo hold of the Black Lion, a strategic and very conscious choice on my part. It's on me to free my compatriots and save the day. Luckily, I'm up to the task. Some men shrink in the face of danger, while others stand up and say, "Ah!" Oh, there's an ion cannon in Hangar 1, right next to the Lions. So the pirates would only have escape pods to chase after us until they override the system. Right, we'll be ready to go in 5 doboshes.
Wait, you just fought Lotor, defeated him, stopped an explosion that could have destroyed reality, took your friend's consciousness from the Black Line of Voltron and put it inside his clone, and now we're simply moving on?
What does this one do? Is this the lasers? Where's the mouse blade button? But what if something happens to you? What if you have to go to the bathroom and you break your leg, and then we're attacked, and I have to save the day?
This place is disgusting.
Oh,
Well, disgusting is Altean for lovely. You don't speak Altean, do you?
Before the Blades were unified, we would use this crude way of communicating with each other. Not many Blades know this code. It must be a senior member. It's a distress signal. Whoever is sending it is in trouble. Judging from the Blades that Macidus collected, he may have delivered a critical blow to the Marmora, but he did not defeat us entirely. I will join you. We will revive the Blade of Marmora together.
For 10,000 years, Zarkon has been expanding his empire, conquering vast swaths of the universe and harnessing its quintessence in order to survive and maintain power. Have you ever traveled faster than the speed of light? Have you ever seen a living creature biohack nature? Have you ever come face to face with an alien warlord who's older than the entirety of human civilization? Well, I have, and I assure you, it's all real. The Paladins are doing everything they can to protect the universe from the Galra, but we must begin to bolster Earth's defenses now, or we do not stand a chance. War is coming.
Following garrison protocol, we placed Lieutenant Takeshi Shirogane under mandatory quarantine. But he managed to escape with the aid of several garrison cadets. We later found out the one known as Pidge Gunderson was your daughter, Katie Holt, who had illegally enrolled in the cadet program under an assumed identity. The following day, the Blue Lion appeared on our radars. Long-range sensors tracked the UFO to the edge of our solar system, traveling at speeds we've never achieved. It disappeared along with the ship. That was the last activity we had until your pod arrived on Earth a month ago.
I'm afraid we can't allow you to broadcast yet. We need more information before you start sending messages into deep space. Any contact with alien species needs to be run through the appropriate channels. We need to be sure you're not putting Earth in danger, Sam. I'm afraid we can't allow Sam to leave the premises. We're not prepared to tell the world about the existence of alien life just yet. Remember, everyone thinks you're dead. When? How will the attack happen? Is there a plan to stop it? None of these things have been discussed. None of these things have been thought through, and until they are, we're not going to be responsible for sending the world into disarray.
I've brought a special guest along with me today. I'm sure you all recognize him. He's the youngest pilot ever to lead a mission into space. Takashi Shirogane. I've compiled a list of students who I think would make the best candidates for the garrison. Keith, he's a bit of a discipline case. I don't think he'd necessarily fit in with the rigid garrison culture. This is James Griffin. He has the highest grades in school.
On behalf of my squadron, it's an honor to meet you, sir. We don't need a handler. Well, no, but, you know, I'll just use the guidance system. A chance for what? We just bought ourselves time. What is that gonna do for us?
Drones send distress signals when they're attacked. Our weapons neutralize those signals, so unless you want to deal with a swarm of those things, let us handle it. Now let's get out of here before more show up.
You two heading somewhere? And you might be concerned with the blast from Sendak's automated low-orbit long-range blaster satellite that takes you out.
My problem is, I don't want to see our only hope for saving Earth get hurt. That's why we're coming with you.
Play! I spent centuries perfecting my exquisite, lifelike renderings. Not that you cared. Don't touch me, you filthy, filthy hag. Go Galra! Go Galra! Go Galra! Go Galra!
Name's Veronica. I'm an analyst and your handler. Do you know how to get to the depot? That uses the World Communication Network, which, oh yeah, these tunnels were designed to block. And Cadet Razavi should drive. She has the highest marks with the AW cruiser. I've been working with an underground resistance network. The network is small but highly mobile, and they've gathered a great deal of intel and supplies that could prove extremely useful to us. Their intel even led me to my family. So I led them here. I thought we should be working together. Speaking of Lance, have you heard anything from Voltron?
When can we fly them, sir?
Instantaneous, sir! It's like it knows what I want to do before I think it!
I like her.
Oh, and Shotgun.
I really like her. They left her in pretty good shape. I think we'll have her running in under an hour. These birds are ready to fly.
2 lefts, 2 rights, left, middle tunnel, right, left, and then 1 more right. It is our largest source of energy. Losing it will put the garrison at a substantial calculated risk. Yeah, speaking of that, the Galra ship patterns are changing, which means they're either on the move or, more probable, they're reconfiguring to adjust for more cruisers. Yep, reconfiguring. The additional firepower and fighters. 12 minutes. We attack the base and try to destroy it before it destroys us. Our options are limited. The base is highly fortified. It's most vulnerable after it fires. That's when we attack.
She saved the mission. And us.
That thing pick up heat signatures? I've got movement to the north. Drones closing in on your positions from the adjacent alley. I'll take the 3 on the right.
And she's already engaging.
Scanning location. I got it. They're opening a channel. Triangulating position for broadcast. Sending interference. Sir, she's been gone since our mission briefing.
Zethrid, Ezor, and I were marooned on the meteoroid for days. Finally, a Galra ship came to investigate Lotor's last known whereabouts. We took it over. With Lotor gone, it was clear that there was a power vacuum in the Galra Empire. Zethrid and Ezor wanted to exploit that for their own gain. But I knew I had to find my own path. And it led me to you. I hope that this makes up, in some way, for the wrong I've done. I realize now that Lotor wasn't the man I thought he was. He preached unity, but in the end, he sought only power. I'll do everything I can out here to help the Voltron Coalition.
I will always take care of you, Ezor. Don't worry, we'll be fine. Just look at what we've done already. We just took down a Galra cruiser, and we have the mighty paladins of Voltron locked in our brig. We are destined for greatness, Ezor. Trust me. I'm going to ask you one more time, and then we're going to have to take a more extreme approach. What happened to Lotor, and where have you been all this time? If you insist on maintaining the charade of ignorance, you leave us no choice but to apply pressure. I'd bet half my fleet that this group of heroes has a soft spot for the small one. Your defiance is adorable, and so very misguided.
If Voltron survived, do you think that means Lotor is still alive? What if he finds us? What do you think he'll do to us? I do. Now let's go torture some prisoners. I'm glad you survived too. It's no fun torturing a dead person. I think there's a little confusion about how the we ask questions, you give us answers scenario works. I should have known you'd show up once we got the paladins. She's always been sweet on that one with the flippity hair. Oh look, Aksha, it's your favorite paladin. Yeah, don't you remember how she never wanted to kill him?
Everything okay? Well, maybe he's right. Maybe you shouldn't go on the mission. You'll only be putting yourself at risk. Takashi, how important am I to you? Every mission, every drill, I've been right there with you. But this is more than a mission. This is your life at stake. There's nothing left for you to prove. You've broken every record there is to break. I know I can't stop you, but I won't go through this again. So if you decide to go, don't expect me to be here when you get back.
Hello, Bob. I'm Zarkon. This is my lovely wife, Haggar, my son, Lotor, and one of my insignificant underlings, Morvok. Well, I'd rather steal their lions than their points. But seriously, I think I can guess this. You might not like the answer. She doesn't look like that drawing, but I'm pretty sure the answer he was going for was, is it Haggar? Well, I think there's really no choice here. I'm going with the dumb one!
Come on down to It's Earth for the craziest Earth deals in the galaxy. We've got throwing discs with cases, 20 gak, or 6 for 100. We've got a luxury seat that doubles as a water fountain. That's 2 in 1 for one low price, 1,500 gak. Iggy's aliens would say I'm Snyloft in a cranker, and they're right. We've got a foot scraper, 49 gak. A skin sucker for your foot scrapings, 57 gak. The Arcade 3000 exercise machine, 2,500 gak. And don't forget, Each purchase comes with a free cultivator. That's right, we're out of our crankers!
So that blue lion, that was the super weapon? Admiral Sanda, calls are coming in from all over the world. Citizens want to know how they can help. It's incredible. I agree with the Admiral. Earth has been nearly destroyed. Countless citizens have been lost. But it could all be over if we give up the lions. Everything from the castle is stored here. Processing the massive amount of complex Altean data takes nearly every node we have. Sifting through that much information is like trying to find a needle in a haystack. Those are Officer Holt's designs for some of the injured soldiers. They're extremely advanced, but like everything else, we don't have an adequate power source to make them viable.
Amazing. The rumors are true. Word of the Paladin's return has inspired the Resistance. Words we've waited a long time to hear. They have work camps operating day and night mining ore for Sendak. It's been non-stop for months. He's building something, but no one is sure what. They were, but they've been moved in.
Hello. I treasure your art. Shut up.
I am such a big fan of the show. I can't believe we're here. Ow! I didn't do nothing. It was just fun being on the show.
Thank you, Norlox. Hi, everybody. Welcome to another exciting edition of Garfle, Warfle, Snick. The game where anything you garfle will be warfled and vice versa. I'm Bob. Now let's meet the intergalactic goofballs we've got playing with us today. Okay, Keith, I'm sure you know how to play our game. All you've got to do is accumulate Quaz and Boolean credits and you win. See, all of you are guests on my show, and you will play my game as long as I want you to.
Understand?
Hello, and welcome to another exciting episode of the craziest game in the galaxy, Garfle, Warfle, Snick! And now, here's the host of Garfle, Warfle, Snick, Bob! Come on down to Luxia's Kingdom, ride a seahorse, feed swarms jellyfish. You can take a dip in our new volcanic hot springs, or see the hypnotic octo dancers perform while snacking on treats from Flaxton's Bakery, and lots more. Luxia's Kingdom, so safe and warm you'll want to stay forever.
Beebo, Boh Bi. Beebo. Beebo, Bee. Boh. Boh, Boh.
Bee?
Bee. Boh, Boh. Bee, Boh.
Citizens of Earth, my name is Colleen Holt. I am the wife of famed astronaut Sam Holt and mother of Matt Holt. 2 years ago, it was believed that they died during a deep space mission. That was a lie. My husband, along with his crew, were abducted by an alien race known as the Galra, a fact that was covered up by the Galaxy Garrison. A year ago, my husband returned to Earth, but the Garrison forced him to stay in hiding. But there are those that have spent years protecting us. They are the Paladins of Voltron, and they come from Earth.
Mom? Is that Dad? So, you didn't hear yet. Mom? Dad? No one has seen or heard from the Paladins in the last 6 months. No one is really sure. There are rumors that Voltron fought Lotor, then they just disappeared. But Dad, listen to me. You need to stop broadcasting from Earth. Members of the Blade of Marmora and the Voltron Coalition are being hunted. Our army has been all but wiped out. The situation is bad out here, and the last thing we need is to put Earth in danger.
My shift just started. Who are you? Hey, is that a Blowfire scarf?
Hey, how do I look? I cannot wait until that thing turns on and cuts your head off.
Kinda dumb. Do you think there's a switch on here or something?
And then I heard they was giving away free Coltoneckers with every purchase.
Booty?
Wait a second. That's Blowfar's scarf! He stole it from that Valdostian before we flushed him into space. Did you say the Melmachian rule set? Who are you?
The power vacuum that ensued destabilized much of the universe. Galra turned on each other. Warlords and pirates became the rulers of the land. No one knows, but her druids continued her work, carrying out her final orders. They set out to destroy every blade. And that's when the slaughter began. All blades were called away from their assignments and sent to this base. Kolivan knew they were being hunted and he wanted to make a stand against them. He believed it was their only means of survival. Kolivan proved to be useful after all. There is no escape but death! Our High Priestess Haggar has forsaken us because of your treachery. But after I kill you and the other paladins, Haggar will allow me to return. I'm going to enjoy making Kolivan watch your end.
I'm sorry my code lured you here. I sent a team. There was nothing there. Just an empty facility. They were all gone. I must find the others. The universe needs us now more than ever. The Druid has a cruiser stored not far from here. We can use it to reunite the blades.
Scanners have yet to detect any signs of a suborbital defense system. Planetary surface reports indicate offensive capability extremely low. Scouting reports show no signs of the Voltron Lions. Shall we continue the occupation, sir? Forgive me for questioning your orders. But why are we cutting off their communications? Do we not want Voltron to hear the distress signal? Their base should fall momentarily. Sir, something appears to be launching. Commander, the fleet is unresponsive, and the enemy vessel has gained tactical advantage. What are your orders? You backed yourself into a corner. Now you'll die along with the Paladins!
This is Commander Sendak of the Fire of Purification. I am here for the Voltron Lions. Turn them over to me, or I will destroy your planet. This is the only place on the planet well defended. Fall back out of its range. We will attack where they are vulnerable. Yes, the Paladins will return, and we'll be waiting for them. Begin the next phase of the assault. Destroy their communications network. When you hear an animal crying out in pain, you proceed with caution. Silence promotes haste.